Welcome back to episode 2 of Evolution of HHN LA. We're continuing our mummy maze location talk, and last week we said that the best maze out of that first batch was Texas Chainsaw. Let's see who gets this week's winner. Okay, so here we are, 2015. This is the end, is the maze. This was a fun run through of this maze because we were right behind Craig Robinson, who was in this movie, and he was as high as he was in the movie. But this maze in particular, man, like, it was just a lot of 3D tricks. He had like Jonah Hill there getting possessed, and these demon guys. It's funny that this show is called The Evolution of HHN LA because in a lot of cases, and I think really kind of honestly, it's an evolution into. There's the Hermione character. It's kind of like an evolution into a de-evolution. Like it peaks and then it devolves. Caught you. That guy I remember being cool. The puppet. There's always cool puppets. But you can just see like the dark black hallways. Oh, and then right there, the exorcism scene, like... It's like clips of the movie, like... Like, no one... Like, this maze, honestly, one of the worst. Like, starting it off the show and the narrative portion, it's putting me in a bad mood remembering this maze, because I remember this is a shot by Death by Illusion here. Looks like he was going the wrong way. But you can just tell, like, it's just not executed at the level that you come to expect from Halloween Horror Nights, you know what I mean? And looking at it like this, where, like, Channing Tatum, Savage crew there. And here comes the Craig Robinson. This dude who plays the Craig Robinson role in the maze was actually like the best part in the maze. And I think he's the best part in this video. I think you're going to see exactly what it is I'm talking about. There he is. He was pretty good in the video right there, but he was even more into it when we were in person, when we ran through it. But it just felt very cheap. And now, 2016... we jump into The Exorcist, which Murdy has always said has been like the catalyst, a white whale of a maze to do. And this is kind of a lights on run of it, but this is really going to showcase how many black hallways were in this maze, but like walking through this was pretty dope. Like, that was impressive. Seeing it move, the animatronic move, doing the spider walk right in front of you, that was pretty... I remember walking through that and legit being pretty stoked on it. And the black hallway end cap scare is what I always call it, the end cap. There's another one. So we just went from like one long black hallway with an end cap spider walk Reagan to another long black hallway. Not spider, but Reagan. And now we're in Reagan's room. And this is pretty intricate, man. Like, Reagan, her mask looks kind of rough, as it does on the priest. But the bed is like moving, the portrait, like the set design is pretty dope. Bed moving, all the shit on the walls moving, but then you walk in and you just see a giant Pazuzu face, and then black hallway Pazuzu scare. Black hallway, just fake Reagan mannequin that was probably spraying stuff. If I was gonna... You can see the sound effect. Another black hallway that looks like Pazuzu. Yep. Black hallway with Pazuzu. Projected Reagan Pazuzu face on a black hallway. Another black hallway with Pazuzu. And now we're into the bedroom scene. This is very long maze. This is the head spin maze. Everything in that room is fake. So no one was real. The priest is a mannequin, and then Reagan is a rig to do the head spin thing. And it's just more black hallways, more projections of Reagan and Pazuzu. This face change thing. They've always said that this is based on the trailer, the original trailer. But this is Pazuzu at the end of another black hallway. Now we're in again, and now Raven is levitating. So Raven again is fake, but she's levitating up and down now. And the priest is real. He's like throwing holy water on Raven and you. And he's actually mouthing, like the mask is like opposable, which is cool. So that room was dope. I can remember, and we'll talk about this, but I had a distinct remembrance of this maze being better and scarier than what it looks like on tape and what it was in 2021. Back into the maze. At least that black hallway transition had a lot of them. Now the priest is dead. Pazuzu's in the wall. Reagan's got her tongue out. She's just doing the demonic thing. Into another black hallway. Take me. Now the priest has a demon mask. And Pazuzu, who I know at some point is an actual person. I just remember it being scarier than that. I remember it feeling scarier in person up by a lot in 2016. Damn, one more Pazuzu. So that was all black hallway when it gets thing. Now we go into 2017, filmed by Sharp Productions here, and we're at The Shining, which was another what Murdy called white whale thing that they never thought they'd be able to fully get. And I remember walking in, seeing this door and being like, holy smokes, okay. And we walked in, and we saw this, and I remember thinking, okay. And then we came into what is the actual, like, beginning of the maze. And I'm like, well, at least it's not black hallways. Like, I'm like, at least there's some kind of set design going on. And now we're in the hotel. And I remember thinking, oh shit, that's pretty cool. Projection there. Now you're in the bathroom. And this is kind of an abbreviated version of this maze. Like, because the 237 chick does pop out, I remember. I remember the gold room here in LA being like, it didn't look as good as the Orlando one. I can remember if you look at the Orlando one, like this is nothing. There's no bar. You don't see the bar at all. You come right out here, and then this is like, I don't even know. Like, what are we doing? But this room right here was awesome. I remember that room being, you know, feeling really cool. Then we come out here, he's killed Dick, and you go back outside. I can remember it feeling colder as you go back into the hedge maze, and it's just all, you know, you would come through here, and then there was black hallway. And that was the last thing you saw. Now we came to Trick or Treat 2018. This is, again, Sharp Productions. You know, check out Sharp's channel. We're going to use a lot of the videos and do commentary over these girls talking. But yeah, Sharp Productions, Death by Illusion, Theme Park HD, all the ones that we pull from. Definitely go check out their channels. They have just tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. But Trick or Treat, man, 2018. This was another big one. This was another maze that it was like they finally got to do it, and now here we are. I remember it feeling very much like the maze, but then again the black hallways here and the sands at the end of the black hallways is very reminiscent of the Exorcist. Cute but scary, yep. Like, it's just, we get all these black hallways, dog. Like, we haven't. So we saw the principal title card, and we saw one Sam, and now we finally. You know, we come to this, and like, it's this of the kid throwing up. Sam's in the window, projected in the window. And now we're back into black hallways. The principal's at the end of one black hallway with a knife, and now we're at surprise party on the thing. Turn the corner, Sam at the end of a black hallway. And now another just black hallway of nothing. And the principal dressed up in his surprise party outfit. We went through another black hallway of nothing, and now we're in the woods room. There was a pretty dope, werewolf girl. One of the American Werewolf in London puppets getting used. And we're in this school bus massacre. So the surprise party werewolves, and now, yeah, like the transition into school bus massacre is very quick. And the kids are like coming, they're up in their faces right now. Like, this is decent enough. There's not a ton of just bullshit black hallways. Meet Sam is on the wall. Turn the corner. Sam at the end of one black hallway that's not very long. Transition into the front of the bus driver's house. One of the kids pops out in front. Bus driver comes after you with a baseball bat. Like, this is all hitting pretty good right now. There's a cool set design. Sam on the hallway. Ceiling. The bedroom scene of like the jack-o'-lantern going off with Sam popping out. Like, this is good shit. Like, this is really cool. But to get to this point in this maze, like, you had to sit through a lot of black hallway bullshit. Like, and maybe that's why I remember being kind of disappointed. Another black hallway gag, one of the kids. Sam one more time without his bag. Black hallway. More black hallway. Sam again now with the bag on at the end of another black room. To a final black room to being done. And now here we are, 2019. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. I was so excited for this maze. Like, look at the set design, the fact that there's like no black hallway walking in. Like, you're in the ship and it looks like the ship. And these guys, like, look at him. He came out of nowhere. Like, it blends in. Then this dude, even though he's not like super scary, he did startle them. Fatso comes out through the cotton candy. Love it. It's pretty dope, dude. This dude is like all cotton candy. So far, there's been no black hallways. This is like a black hallway transitional room, but these dudes are like all black like cotton candy pods, so it's not even really a cotton candy, or it's not even really a full black hallway because there's stuff going on. And now we're in the city scene, the shadow puppet scene with Spike. He's in there. He's not really mimicking the shadow puppet thing though. Now he is. There he goes. Like, this maze is awesome, dude. Again, another like transition walkway, but no black hallways. Now we're outside. He's got his like water gun thing. Look at the balls. The pizza guys are here. The babies squirting. Into the police station. This scene was super dope. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, this was the maze up until this point. Like, it had been the original, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is now my number one maze in this location. And that actually won in a Twitter poll that we posted as well. And part of that is the fact that, yes, I love this movie, but this maze was such a just like jump above everything that it had done in like since, you know, the Saw, Hostel. Like, it had been, you know, an easily like 4 or 5 years that we had anything close to this good. And this one was a lot of fun. I did this maze like repeatedly. again, like, this is what you would consider a black hallway in this maze, and at least they had Clownzilla there. And now last year I should say, Texas Chainsaw. Could it retake a new take on Texas Chainsaw? Retake the spot for best HHN maze, HHN Hollywood maze. I will say that the cast to this house was on point, man. The cast to most of the houses at HHN LA this year were on point. I should say last year, 2021. Grandpa there was a real guy. You know, it's always just kind of the same. You know, the Orlando, Texas Chainsaw just felt way different. Like, this one has always just been this gag right here. Has always, you know, we get like 2 or 3 of that right there from Leatherface. Some kind of, you know, you get the dining room, which here we go. And it looks cool enough. Like, okay. Grandpa's not in his chair. This maze was definitely like, and you went through a black hallway right there that he kind of edited down, and now you're in the gas station, which is the facade of the one in Orlando, which we talked about before. And you just kind of get an abbreviated gas station scare, and now you're outside in the graveyard a little bit, and then you are done. And in the end, man, like, this one was good. It definitely wasn't a huge step down from Killer Klowns, but not as good as Killer Klowns. I don't think, really, at all. But good. So there you go. There is the full evolution between our first 2 episodes of the Mummy Maze location. Now, I gotta say, my favorite maze out of all these mazes, all the years that I've gone, is Killer Klowns from Outer Space. It may not have necessarily been the scariest, but it definitely, I think, was the strongest overall maze that was ever done. From the set design to the character design to the music, everything else. It really was a lot of fun to go through that maze, being a lover of the movie. Next time, we dive into the first phase of the Shrek queue. Thanks for watching or listening. Stay spooky, everybody.